Have you ever met someone who was betrayed years ago, yet they still carry the pain as if it happened yesterday? Maybe you've wondered, why can't they just move on? Or perhaps you're that person. You tell yourself you've let it go. You smile, you work, you laugh. Yet every time someone gets close, something inside you whispers, don't trust them. Most people believe time heals everything, but psychology tells us something very different. Time doesn't heal betrayal. Understanding it does. And today, you're going to discover why some people never truly recover from betrayal, while others somehow become stronger because of it. The final reason might completely change the way you see your own emotional scars. Betrayal is different from ordinary pain. When a stranger hurts you, it hurts. But when someone you trusted hurts you, it changes the way your brain sees the world. That's because betrayal doesn't just break your heart, it breaks your sense of safety. Your brain creates expectations based on trust. It predicts who is safe, who loves you, who will protect you. Then, in one moment, that prediction collapses. The person you trusted becomes the source of your deepest pain. And suddenly, your brain realizes something terrifying. If I was wrong about them, who else am I wrong about? That single question can follow someone for years. But that's only the beginning. There's another reason betrayal leaves such deep scars, and it has nothing to do with the person who betrayed you. It has everything to do with your identity. Most people think betrayal damages relationships. In reality, it often damages self-trust. After betrayal, people replay every conversation, every message, every memory, searching for clues they missed. They begin asking themselves, was I too blind, too trusting, too naive? Eventually, the question changes. Instead of asking, can I trust other people? They begin asking, can I even trust myself? This is one of the most painful psychological consequences of betrayal, because once you stop trusting your own judgment, every future decision becomes exhausting. But here's something even more surprising. Many people never heal not because of what happened, but because their brain keeps reliving what happened. Psychologists call this rumination. Instead of processing the experience, the mind keeps replaying it over and over, imagining different endings, different conversations, different choices. If only I had noticed earlier. If only I had walked away. If only. The problem is, your brain treats these thoughts like unfinished business, and unfinished stories are incredibly difficult to let go of. That's why betrayal can feel fresh, even years later. Now, here's the part almost nobody talks about. The people who betray us rarely carry the same emotional weight that we do. While one person is rebuilding their life, the other may have already moved on. And that realization creates another wound, because it feels unfair. Why should the victim carry the pain, while the person who caused it sleeps peacefully? This thought keeps many people emotionally trapped, not because they want revenge, but because they want justice. Unfortunately, life doesn't always give us closure. Sometimes, closure is something we have to create ourselves. But there's one final reason some people never heal from betrayal, and in my opinion, it's the most important one. They allow one betrayal to become evidence against every future relationship. One liar becomes proof that everyone lies. One broken promise becomes proof that nobody can be trusted. One betrayal becomes a prison. The human brain is designed to recognize patterns. It's trying to protect you, but protection can become overprotection. Without realizing it, you begin pushing away people who never intended to hurt you, not because they're dangerous, but because your brain has confused caution with isolation. Now, here's the strange part. The people who eventually heal from betrayal aren't the ones who forget. They almost never forget. They remember everything. The difference is, they stop allowing one person's actions to define humanity. They learn to trust again, not blindly, but wisely. They set boundaries. They pay attention to actions instead of empty words. They become stronger without becoming colder. And that's an important difference, because pain can teach wisdom without stealing your ability to love. If you've been betrayed, understand this. Healing doesn't mean pretending it never happened. Healing doesn't mean giving everyone unlimited trust again. Healing means refusing to let someone else's betrayal become your identity. It means choosing not to let your worst experience become the lens through which you see every future relationship. That choice isn't easy. Sometimes it takes months, sometimes years, but every step forward is proof that betrayal did not defeat you. It only changed the path you had to take. And maybe the greatest victory isn't forgetting the betrayal. It's reaching a point where it no longer controls who you become, because the deepest scars don't always disappear, but they also don't have to define the rest of your life.